Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. We're taking a quick look here at Solana to wrap up the weekend. I got a ton of requests this weekend for a lot of different coins. Bitcoin and Solana were the two highest. I'm going to cover that here today, of course, but just know, future reference, Monday through Friday, I can crank out a lot of good content here. So be on the lookout for that. I'll be able to catch up with some of the requests that I got from community members, YouTube followers, Twitter subscribers, all that good stuff. So what we want to start with first of all is a quick backend data, of course, just to make sure we understand liquidation levels and kind of go from there, because this coin is doing a lot of things we expect it to do, and we want to make sure to recognize that. Speaking of which, this is phenomenal here. Take a look at this here. Look at our premium group. 263% from Luna 2, 44% from Bitcoin, ADA 24%, Solana 61%, and that is all just this weekend. Okay, again, ARB, the list kind of goes on. I tell you what, it's really cool. Our Premium Plus group took some nice profits as well. It's crazy how awesome these trading bots are, the automated trading bots. The manual trades, of course, my Premium group, I send those out myself, but my Premium Plus group's really exceptional. I'm super happy with the way that's working out. Again, thanks again for the awesome feedback. So let's jump into some interesting stuff here. We talked about this morning, the liquidation levels at the lower price point of 58, and how unlikely it is to get those levels again unless Bitcoin pulls back and we lose those Fibonacci retracement levels. Well, Bitcoin's at it again, almost testing 41,000, and we're seeing tons and tons of money flowing into the coin too. If we look at this here, what was it, $698 million in less than 12 minutes, or less than 15, basically one 15-minute candle, almost 700 million, and that was roughly 3 or 4 hours ago. Okay, so again, really crazy cool stuff going on here with Bitcoin, and that's allowing a lot of these altcoins to surge. So truth is, considering a short position with this coin, like I've talked about previously, is very scary, very risky, because the simple fact that it's working perfectly within these fib levels. I mean, look at this range bound activity. Price breaks out, comes down to retest, comes up to test this high, comes down to test this low, and now it's raking back up. Okay, phenomenal stuff. We're ascending positively, concurrent with the 20-day simple moving average. That is extremely beneficial, or just the right side of tracks you want to be on, right? And that's the 4-hour time frame. That doesn't even take into consideration the 20-day SMA on the daily, which is still a ways away. Okay. So truth is, we want that to be a little higher, but that is right there at that $59 range. So keep in mind, there's tons of liquidation potential right there and a lot of volume support. So the price does come down and we wick down to that level, we can expect a bounce. Okay, so just note, it would not be the end of the world if we saw $58 again. To me personally, that would be an optimal entry. All right, so again, just bear that in mind. Daily time frame, extremely good. We're soon to conversion of the MACD here as well, kind of just letting us know the momentum has shifted. If we do break this level of $68, we'll be in great shape. We do have also a lot of liquidity here from previous price points. That doesn't reflect here as well, because this is only showing us last 7 days. But I would believe if we should go with the monthly, we might be able to see more liquidation. Okay, so there is a little bit of a wick up there. It's not super concentrated, but there is still some liquidation at the upper $68 range. But for the most part, you can kind of just recognize it, $63, $64. Some shorts got wrecked. I almost said some wrecks got shorts. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. All right, folks, let's look at the 4-hour time frame. Get her going here, and just kind of see what's going on. So things are getting a little funky here. Let's turn off Elliott Wave. Elliott Wave, by the way, is anticipating another leg up to break that most recent resistance level here at roughly $65.60. We break that level, I think 68 would be an instantly possible situation for us. Okay, so MACD converged. Take a look at this. This is the MACD FU that I refer to. Look at that. Some people probably shorted right there at that point because they saw a divergence. Never trade it until it fully crosses over. Okay, so that's basically an MACD FU. Price comes up, and we basically use that resistance level, or sorry, the support level as a balancing point, where the 12 intersect with a 26. Instead of diverging, it bounced right off of it. Perfect. Love to see that. The reason why that's relevant is because we look at the moving averages here, or more important, sorry, the RSI and the money flow index. Those are still quite high. Okay, now until we break above this level, we can assume that's going to be a resistance for us. So that kind of speaks to this level here at about 65.50. There's a good chance we might see the price action maybe do somewhat of I don't want to say cup and handle, because it's obviously not very good, not a very good cup. That's an ugly cup, right? But a lot of times you'll see price action retrace the most recent Fibonacci level and bounce, and then retest this level, sweep the liquidity, and continue higher. So if more liquidity starts to occur or concentrate at this upper level here, then I think we'll have a better chance of that. Truth is, a lot of people are getting kind of concerned with shorting this coin, but there's still a lot of ballsy people in there at $65, $66. I truly don't understand it. Again, different strokes for different folks. And if you're just taking profits quickly on the way down, different story altogether. But I would recommend rather that you don't short right now. Again, bullish market, bullish uptrends. I said this a couple years ago when we were covering like Crow Coin, for example. We went almost all the way up to a full dollar, and people just couldn't believe it kept going. And crypto is like that, man. Especially if Bitcoin's cranking, coins like this that are synonymous in ways are doing very, very good right now. Okay, so again, just be mindful when Bitcoin starts to plateau and the Bitcoin dominance starts to kind of taper off. That might be a consideration for shorting, not this coin, but other altcoins. Okay, we got a short open with a couple of coins actually, and they haven't moved hardly at all, and Bitcoin keeps going up. Those are the coins we want to short right now, the ones that are not moving. Okay, so last but not least is the hourly. Let's go ahead and take a quick look here at the wonderful sequential, and just recognize we're roughly 6 hours in this continuation. We came down to the 9 when I reviewed this morning, and I said that this is a strong likelihood of a bouncing point, or secondary to that, bounce off this next level of 0.382 FIB. Okay, so $61 is still good support. If the price comes down lower, we could very well see that being a bouncing point. That's a less likelihood, of course, at this point, now that we've bounced so strong. I do really think that we're going to retest this level, potentially see a small little cup and handle, or break through and continue higher. We want to pay attention to this ascending trend, the 20-day estimate and the 4-hour time frame. We'll talk about that more tomorrow morning when we look at this again. But for right now, these are all strong signs, and we're not overextended by any stretch. We're just getting started, if you will. Another thing to recognize too here is that while we're above the cloud, that's all well and good. We haven't fully crossed over the convergence, or sorry, we haven't, the convergence line hasn't crossed over the baseline, nor has the lagging span been free or clear of the price action. So I would say in the next 4 or 5 hours, we might have an area of opportunity for taking a long. I know what you're thinking to yourself, why take a long if it's going to be up here? Well, that would give us confirmation we've broken through a resistance level, and that would reaffirm it as potential support if we consolidate at that level. So all these things require what is referred to as a 4-letter word by most traders as patience. Okay, patience is something you have to eventually learn. I think it's a learned skill. I don't think it's like everyone's born with it. I always thought I was a patient person, but trading, different story altogether. I had to learn it. Anyways, those are things in my trading academy you might want to check out. Part of my university videos. If you are part of my group, please make sure you reference those. For the last couple of chapters, I talk about risk tolerance, emotional trading. Those are just things good to kind of refresh your memory. Okay, because again, it's never perfect science, but this coin has tremendous potential, and I think that it would be advantageous to consider waiting for a good opportunity instead of trying to force a trade. Yeah, just some friendly advice there. Just some thoughts from somebody who's been doing this for a long time. All right, thanks again for watching. Oh, sorry, one last thing. That's actually extremely important. I just got notified this weekend from some of my community members who use BingX frequently that they're requiring a VPN, which is just the starting point of requiring KYC within the next few months. Okay, so we do have you covered. Good news. I highly recommend Bitunix if you haven't already. Check them out. Link down below. $5,500 bonus if you use my link. We're going to have trading competitions, and we're actually getting some new bonuses coming up as well too. So really cool stuff, some features to benefit from. But everyone so far says it's fantastic. They're my favorite exchange. I'm really just thankful to have an opportunity to be able to trade with leverage in the States and Canada and other countries as well. So thanks again, Bitunix. Hope you all have a great rest of the day. We'll see you in the next one.